Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a little behind the scenes look at I took a ghast for a walk. Let's take a quick look at it. So we'll just go to YouTube. No, not that one. C/update Minecraft. There we go. Okay, here we go. There we go. So here's the video that I made today. And if you're looking at it now, you can see that there's a live now behind the scenes. I took a ghast for a walk. And there is a great...
I took a ghast for a walk last night.
Headphones on, there we go.
It dragged behind like a Turkish delight. I had to pull with all my might.
So basically, how do you hook a ghast on a lead? Also, look at the new Minecraft launcher, ladies and gentlemen. Isn't that quite stunning? Let's also put here's the old tab of joy over here. Let's just pop out the chat there and turn that off like that. And so at least I can see the chat. And we'll go to the paste bin in just a moment. So there we go. Hello everybody. How are you doing? It's offline. It is online. Try reinitializing it. It should be okay. Yeah, it should be okay. Hi, Zach. Renegade was it a year ago or something? Oh my gosh, look at that. Did you see that cow? Anyway, let's play. This is the new Minecraft launcher that I think is also well worth... Oh, you can't hear me. Try saying my name. Oh, that's a bit odd. Let's go into... Let's go into here. That is a bit odd if you can't hear me. Hello, 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 hello. Okay, good. Well, that's alright then. Good. Phew. I just thought for a moment it was all going horribly wrong. I thought, I've done my checks. I've done my audio check and all that kind of stuff. So, hi everybody. Let's get back on here. So as you can see, I took a ghast for a walk.
When I took a ghast for a walk.
There it is. I'm streaming my whole screen at the moment as well. So let's just get into the next big thing, which is the Minecraft update. Let's play Minecraft. So this has got now got a new launcher, which is really interesting, and that you can kind of you can do all sorts of stuff. You can do all the same sort of stuff, but to be honest, when I first saw it, I was a little bit confused. It's nice and shiny and all that kind of stuff, but a little bit confusing for me right from the outset. But that's maybe because I'm slightly old and confusable. Let's go into single player, and you can see that I made up this funny walk called Ghast Walk 2. So let's just open this up. This is the world I kind of I created for my ghasting over there. And look at this field over here, full of creepers, which is awesome. They're all got their heads down. They're all sleeping. Actually, they're not sleeping now. Look at this. They've got their eyes open. Now, if I go to my options and I go to my resource packs, I created a special resource pack, which is actually Wizard Keen's resource pack. So I've added to it. I've added a sleeping creeper. So let's just put this on here. It's a good dog for a walk. Thank you. And now we can see that his eyes are a little bit closed and he's a bit... So I'm going to show you how to do the creeper, and I'm also going to show you how I did the ghast as well. And I was struggling with it. I knew it was possible. I had a theory, okay, that it was possible, and I kept trying and trying, and I couldn't do it. So eventually I called my friend Dragnos, who I said, surely we can do something about this, and he within minutes gave me the correct command, because I was trying to get I knew I couldn't tether a ghast. Okay, you can't use a lead on a ghast. Okay, you can't use one of these. No, you can't. But you can tether a cow. So I thought, what if I tether like a cow that didn't have any gravity, and then a Ghast was riding that, and that's kind of what we did in the end. But I couldn't, for the life of me, do it. And Dragnos kind of added some magical bits to it as well, which I think he can explain probably a little bit better than I can. I was just very, very grateful. Okay, so the command, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the command over here. So if we go to my website, and what I'll do is I'll give you the and you can all have this. Okay, so if we go to my paste bin and we go to my Ghast head walk, I'm going to take this command over here and I'm going to paste it into the chat. And what also I'll do is I will paste this link into the video when it goes live on YouTube as well, so you'll be able to see it there. So here's the command. It says summon a cow 1-up with no gravity with an active effect ID 14. I wonder what that is. I'm not sure. For forever. And we're going to show some particles apparently. Oh, no particles maybe. Another one, and it's going to have a passenger, which is a Ghast. So I'm going to take this here. I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to go into Minecraft. I'm going to turn myself around, and I'm going to paste this into this command block. And done. Okay. Now, if you don't know how to get command blocks, all you have to do is go /give space, then press tab, and hopefully it'll be your name. Okay, Professor Adam. That's how I am at the moment. And then tab again, and then write command, and then underscore block. Now, I'm writing this because not everybody knows it. Okay, or sometimes we forget exactly how to do these things. So I'm just going to reiterate how to do it. And then you are given a command block, and you just place it down like this, bump, and then you can put it in there. Okay, and then what I'm going to do, I'm going to grab a button, I'm going to press shift and click the button on the top like that. Now I'm going to get my lead in my hand because this thing's going to summon, and there's basically an invisible cow inside of this Ghast, and I've got to grab it. So I'm going to do that. Okay, and then quickly. There we go. Now I've got the Ghast. Okay. Actually, what I've got is I've hooked myself to the cow, which is pretty awesome if you think about it. So that's kind of how to do the Ghast bit. Okay. I'm just reading I'm reading the chat now. Tea? I would love some tea. And now you can actually walk around with this thing, and it's going to follow you. Okay, because it's got no gravity. It's going to follow you pretty much anywhere you go. Okay. Let's look behind me. Okay, so let's walk with him. He's just going to be dragged along quite nicely. Now I used 2 computers to do this project. Some of it I got Django to do downstairs, and then some of it Django was too busy playing unturned. So I came upstairs, and I've got my laptop on one side, and I've got my big computer, and I'm using my big boy computer. Hey! Did you see that? These cows are like wanting to get in on the action. So I use my big boy computer to, capture the video footage with, and then I moved the camera around a little bit with this mouse, and then I moved my other character, which was Wizard Key, which is why I'm with Professor Adam in this character at the moment. Okay, so that's that bit, which is pretty good. Okay, and I've also got to thank AAA Gaming for helping me. AAA is not feeling very well, so hopefully you feel better very shortly. But thank you very, very much for helping out with the chat as well. Much appreciated. Okay, so what I need to do now is I'm going to just press escape. I'm going to go back into here, and we're going to go to another website, MC Stacker. Okay, so MC Stacker is the best place, I think, to create summon commands. Okay, so I'm going to go down here, and you can kind of go down here, and it says it looks complicated, and I suppose it is a little bit complicated, but trust me, once you have a bit of a fiddle around, you'll be a star at this kind of stuff. So we want to summon stuff. We can also have a spawner, we can give, we can place, we can have all sorts of stuff here. But we're going to concentrate on summoning stuff. We don't want to summon an area effect cloud. We want to summon a creeper. Okay. And we get a ton of awesome stuff that comes down here. So we could kind of have it with no gravity, it could be full flying, persistence required, stuff like that. What I wanted these creepers to do is I wanted these creepers to not explode, first of all, and also to not really move. Okay, they were supposed to be asleep. So I say no AI. Okay, so that gives a tag up here of no AI. Okay. So once we've got no AI, that means it's just going to be standing still. Now, if I were to summon them, they will all be summoned and they would be facing the same direction, and it would be a little bit boring. So what I needed to do is I needed to change their rotation and change the pitch. So if we roll over these things and hold on, it says the entity's rotation clockwise around the y-axis. The y is the up and down thing called yaw. Due west is 0 and does not exceed 300. So let's just give it like, something like 40. Okay, and the pitch. Now the pitch is its head looking up and down. Now I'm going to roll over it again, see if we can get this thing. The entity's declination, my goodness, no, from the horizon, called pitch. Horizontal is 0. Positive values look downwards. Got you, right. Does not exceed positive or negative 90 degrees. So we want it to look a little bit down, say 30 degrees. Okay. So now we've got these two things here, and you can see it's automatically updated the command up here. Summon, space creeper, tildes, 1-up. We don't want to 1-up because it will float in the air, so we're just going to create it like that. Rotation, 40F by 30F, no AI. That's pretty good, isn't it? We could have it glowing, we could have it left-handed, we could all sorts. We could have it named, which would be amazing. But we're not going to go. We're just going to take this one here. I'm going to copy that here, okay? And we're going to go back into Minecraft. Right. Now all I have to do is press T. I could put it in a command block, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to actually type it in here because it's small. Now, cows, watch out and press return. And then I'm going to back up away from this and check out this. Look at this creeper. He has now got his face down. I know, you're snuggling that creeper. No AI, so he doesn't move about or do anything at all. And he's just sitting there doing nothing. Nothing at all. I've also, if you noticed, I've turned off time. So the moon, the stars, there's no night or day and things like that. That's all going, that's all just stopped. So I've frozen time, and I've also locked time into a particular place. That's great if you're creating a film and you want continuity. Can you imagine if I was recording this and the day and the night cycle was going on, but I wanted it to be kind of night all the time? Okay, because the actual video only lasts about 2 minutes, even though it's taken me about 3 days to film. Okay. So that's kind of part of the way, the two kind of big commands that we used for this project. I took my time also looking for a world and looking for the right kind of, oh man, I spent so long, looking for the right seed. So I wanted a Minecraft world with a village that looked a little bit like this. It had a house on a hill. Oh my gosh, it took me about a week to find this perfect village. So I got this village here, and then also down here, this is where those skeletons were down here. Now they've all legged it off into the distance or done something strange. There's a couple of skeleton horses that didn't actually appear in the video, but I did summon them, but the horses were, they just ran away. I actually made the skeletons slow, okay, really slow, but not still. So they kind of legged it about for a while. In the distance in the video you see as well, we come to this castle, and there's the castle over there. And it's quite a nice looking, it's like kind of a classic, that's what I was wanting, a kind of classic castle. And then there's this bridge over here, and some of you might notice as well, I added a little special effect under the water there. So we've only got like the castle, the bridge, and we ran back this way a little bit as well, and then the village, and those are the three kind of sets that we used to create the video, and I didn't really use anything else either, so it's quite easy to create. Okay, so I'm just looking at now the Mad Hatter's mentioned stew, mushroom stew. Let me just show you very briefly as well inside of, I'm just gonna tie up the Ghast as well. So the nice thing about this is you can tie these Ghasts up, and there's the Ghast with his funny face on as well. And look at this floating block. Now I noticed that right at the end after I'd edited the video, so I'm going to get rid of it now. But there you go. You just you sometimes have things like that. So I have got the texture pack. I will be releasing the texture pack as well, the kind of Keen's official texture pack, because I'm going to be running a special server later on in March. Oh, hello. What? I thought I killed all you guys. Obviously, I put the window back in, alright? And obviously, this is Keen's bed with his favourite meal, mushroom soup or stew with a brown and a red mushroom just above them as well. So there we go. That is that's kind of it. That's how I kind of created these two things. So what I'm going to do is when this video is made, I think this is one of the best things ever as well. Just making an entity look down. Let's turn him around. I'm going to do 260. Okay. And remember to get rid of that. Actually, I'll show you what. If you don't get rid of this one here, I'll show you what happens. I'm going to copy this and just show you what happens. So check this out. Okay. That means they float in the air. Okay. And there's nothing you can do about it. You just got to get a sword. And again, they're not going to do anything because they've got no AI. Okay, so I'm just going to change this so it's one down like this. Like that. And put this one. So I'm just showing you that we've changed the rotation a little bit because I don't want them all to be facing the same direction. Go here, press that in, copy it in, press return. And there we go. They are looking in different directions. And so the way I did this field of sleeping creepers in the tall grass was basically create lots of commands, wander around this kind of place here, and place them down. There are a few copies, but not too many. But I think it's really effective. It kind of makes it kind of fun. And also I added a little. I don't know if you could notice. A little snoring noise as well. Okay, so that's how all that happened. Other considerations for this map were the moon. Okay, I wanted the moon to be quite visible and to have a kind of a wide open space along here as well, and then for to be animals around as well, because they also help create an atmosphere, especially a Minecraft atmosphere. And I knew that I had to. Most of the audio was laid in afterwards. Okay. So there we go. I think that's about it. Has anybody got any questions on the stream? On the stream, and I'll try and answer them now. Let's go over here and see who's got some questions. Okay. Yeah, I think the moon was. So if we looked at characters, yeah. So the moon placement was one of the big characters because it kind of, you know, it sells that it's nighttime immediately because I've actually turned brightness right up. If we look at my brightness settings, brightness is at 88%, which is the same brightness we used for Wonder Quest. Okay, when we filmed Wonder Quest, all of us had to put our settings, our video settings, all the same. Okay, so we had to have our frame rate was at 60 seconds, our render distance was at 16 chunks. We had to make sure all these things were the same. So my stuff. So when it was all edited together, it would look the same. You know, clouds off, particles all, you know, V-sync, all this kind of stuff had to be exactly the same. Otherwise, it doesn't match up. And also, we had to make sure. Why are the creepers sleeping? Well, good question. So the creepers sleeping, I mean, obviously there was a poem. Now the poem comes from a book, okay? So I'll show you the book. If we go here, let's go down here. So if we go down here, we can kind of see a Goodreads. Now I'm going to open this up. So this whole video actually comes from a book called I Took the Moon for a Walk. And it's a book that I used to read Django when he was very small. So Django's my son. And when he was like 3 or 4, I used to read this to him all the time, and I really enjoyed reading it to him, and I knew it back to front. Okay, you know, I've read it over 100 times. Okay, it's an amazing story. And so I took that book and I took the words in here as well. Let's go back here. Okay, to stop that. Show more on here. So I took the book, and I basically, as I took a moon for a walk last night, it dragged behind like a Turkish light. So I've changed the words here. So I've kind of created a Minecraft parody. We know these kind of thing. We see lots of different people doing Minecraft parody songs and kind of skits and other bits and pieces. And I'm just doing a Minecraft parody of a book, which and you can kind of read it down here if you're interested in kind of having a go with that. And I don't see why you can't, why other people can't just do this themselves as well. It's kind of a very interesting kind of way of doing stuff as well. So I think that basically sorts it out, covers up for the time being. And I'll thank you all for coming along and watching the video. And I'll see you all again very shortly. I'm going to be doing some more live streaming a little bit later on today. Not today, this week. And also creating some more videos as well. So thanks very much again. Thanks very much to AAA Gaming for sorting out the chat and for being really supportive of the channel as well. So do check out AAA's channel as well and support him as well. Until next time, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you all later. Bye!